Are we ready?
Coming in.
Here we go. Hi, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We are so excited to be here. We're happy that you're here. Every week people come in. And let me see, already, oh my God. We got Tamika has come in. Hey, Tamika, what's up, baby? I directed Tamika's show a few weeks ago. She had her debut show. She was wonderful. Poppy Kramer has come on. Mark Aaron James has joined. Hi, you guys. Hi. Rena Crugnali Bergie, that's my cousin. Alex Carney. Hi, Alex. Oh, my God, Alex, I need to get you on the show. He's always doing some Shakespearean thing. He's very fabulous. He was my stage manager many years ago at Tony and Tina's. Okay. Kristen Piero has joined us. He was my very first guest and filmmaker and one of my best buddies. So, hi, everybody. Tonight, we have two of my great friends that I love. I was so excited about them coming on that when I was doing the promo, I started to laugh because I thought about them being in my apartment together. And I thought, oh, my God, this is going to be so exciting. So I have this beautiful, gorgeous, delicious Yvette Clarke. She is here. And Kenny Green, the sweetest, most wonderful, talented, lovely guy. You can't imagine how lovely Kenny is. And I'm just so happy because they're both so incredibly talented and beautiful people and just a lot of fun. So we met downtown. Also, we're all singers and performers. Kenny is a piano player, musical director, just amazing guy. And Yvette is one of the best singers I have ever. I mean, forget it. When I said packs a punch, I was not kidding. Yvette can pack a punch. You could be doing a million things and Vic starts in, you're like, what? What the hell was that? Stop you dead in your tracks. I would drop a hamburger. And that is saying a lot. I could be eating a Waverly Melt and be like, what? Yvette, what did she say? All right, Jason Peck, what did I tell you guys? I said Jason Peck always comes on right away. John Pandish. Look at those smiles. Kristen Piero is flirting with both of you. He's straight, but who knows? Kevin Scott Collins and Joseph Hunter. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let's start with this because I just asked them a minute ago, and I was like, how you? Because I know they've been friends for a long time. And when I think of one of you, I usually think of the other.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, yes. Right? Oh. I'm like, I'm going to see, I wonder if Kenny's going to be there. Or there's Kenny. I bet Yvette's like not far behind, right? You guys are kind of like two peas in a pod. See, we're getting the likes because our friends know that.
They know.
Michael Bobo has joined. Hi, Michael Bobo. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to know because they both said, we got a great story. So how did you guys meet? And go ahead.
Who wants to tell it or you want me to tell it?
Well, I'll start. You start at the beginning.
Okay, I'll start at the beginning. So about now, 15 years ago, yeah?
All right.
We went to go see a friend's drag show. We didn't know each other at this point.
Okay.
And we were at, was it Posh? I think
yes.
it was Posh. And at that time, I decided to wear like this long Diana Ross wig because I'm going to the gay bar. And so I'm dancing with a guy, and his boyfriend comes over and starts to have a confrontation with me in the gay bar, as if I was trying to take. And I was like, no, I'm a real girl. What? I'm not gonna. We're not gonna. Okay. So I was like, I have to be the only woman in history to get beat up in a gay bar.
Oh my God!
Dancing with somebody.
Yvette, my money's on you. You would have flipped him. Am I right? One hand.
So my friend's in complete drag comes down to the floor, switches his voice back to his deep baritone to defend me. It was so funny. So he was there to see the show as well. So we talked for a second and we talked about some stories. At that time, he was on Smokey Joe's cafe tour with Gladys Knight. And so I was like, that's my godmother in my head.
My
and
God,
I was talking to him and I was like, oh my God, tell me all the stories.
I didn't know that, Kenny.
So we parted ways. Never saw each other, never talked to each other again. 9 years later, I'm on the 8 Misbehaving tour. We're starting our second leg. And we knew we were going to get a new musical director. And they told me his name was Kenny Green. It didn't click to me because years had passed. Mm-hmm. And so we've all gotten a little older, a little wider. And so he was at...
Which means we had some good meals.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all it means.
So he was at the counter with this giant keyboard. And I walked over to him and I said, welcome to 8 Misbehaving 2011, 2012. He turned to me immediately and said, I cannot talk to you. And so I said, we're going to be such good friends. And go.
What happened? So what happened was when I got hired, the producer told me, I'm going to deposit money into your checking account, and I need you to go to Sam Ash and buy a keyboard for the tour.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking, they're already out. Why do I need to go buy a piano? The whole show's about a piano.
Right.
So I go and I buy.
Right, you're playing Fats Waller pretty much,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So I go and buy the piano. I don't know who the company manager is. I don't have anybody's phone number. All I have is a plane ticket. So I get to the airport. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really flying to Barcelona, and I don't know.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Our first stop back on the road was Barcelona.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
So I get to the counter, and they want to charge me $250.
Oh, to put the piano.
And I was like, well, nobody paid for that. I don't have money for that.
Right.
So I'm stressed out.
Of course. And enter Yvette.
But no,
Not yet.
They saw me across. They saw me arguing with the ticket counter person.
And I said before you start, I said to my company manager, I said, that must be him. He can only work for this company. That's stressed out.
I love it. Well, first of all, I mean, okay, talk about the behind the scenes. One of the things about the show that I love is that we try to do the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes, right? And you know, okay, so the glamour part is Ain't Misbehaving, Europe, right? Amazing entertainers, right? Here's the other part of it. He had to buy a keyboard. Like, what's up with that? And then you got to put it on a plane. They're going to charge you. Like, this is a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that people don't know. So when you buy your ticket and you walk into a theater and you see this amazing set and amazing costumes, and then you hear these amazing, that's what you get as a ticket holder. But what has happened prior to that sometimes is like hellish,
It's a
right?
whole different
So when did he finally de-stress and give you the time of day of that? Oh no, what's that?
So
It was a while.
It was a while. I didn't only saw Kenny at the theater for like the first week and a half.
Okay.
He kept his dressing room door closed.
Kenny,
Well,
my
can I
goodness,
interject
so
one thing?
Yes, he wasn't being mean. He had things to be
When
done.
I
He
got
had to
there-
deal.
you had to be reclusive.
Yeah, well, and when I got there, what people don't realize with Ain't Misbehaving, there are like 6 different scores.
Oh, is that
for
true?
Different companies.
I didn't know
depending
that.
on who's playing the Nell and who's playing the Charlene or whatever. So the
Wow,
musical director
okay. That's
before
interesting.
me, whatever his situation was, he took the score with him.
Oh,
So I came with a completely different score. And
and a piano.
And a piano. And on our first day of rehearsal, we're in the theater, and the band's coming in, and I think we had a show that night or the next day.
I believe that night.
And
Without a score?
no, I had a score on one that they gave me from here in New York, but it didn't
Oh,
match
my
what they were already
God.
doing on the road.
Oh no.
So when I got there, the trumpet player was like, that's the wrong key. And I was like, what? So I spent 2 hours before the show transposing the score.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So I kept my dressing room door stayed closed for a week and a half. I did not talk to anybody.
Okay, all right. Oh my God.
I'm so glad he didn't quit because that was on
Me
his
too,
mind.
Kenny. All right,
That
let's
was
check
on
some people checking in. Andrew Holmes. Hi, Andrew. Andrew's fabulous. Louis Goldberg has joined us. Kate Greer has joined us. Kate was on the show a few weeks ago. She was amazing. And wow, what a story. So we're just talking about how this is Kenny Green and Yvette Clarke, if you just joined us. And they have been friends for a while. They've also done a ton of shows. And so I was asking them how they met, and so they just told us the story. So once all that settled, I mean, you guys are such good friends. You're like family. I
Mhm.
would put you in the family category,
Mhm.
right?
Definitely.
So, and I always love like when you post things on each other's walls. It's like the sweetest thing, you know. Like
Or the
I almost,
silliest.
Oh, the silliest.
yeah, that's true too.
Or the silliest.
But so now you're going to be working together again. At, what
Yeah.
that was 15 years ago?
No, that was we
6
ended the
years
tour
ago.
6 years ago. Mhm.
Okay. Oh, so the first like almost the gay throwdown. Let's call that
Yeah, the gay throwdown happened 15 years ago.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gay. Throwdown.
Yeah.
No, okay. So I love that story. So then that happened 15 years ago. Then 6 years ago, you worked on that show together, and now you're doing that same show again, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Now he gets to tell me what to do.
I love it. I love it.
He's gonna like that.
All right. Yeah, he loves that, but he's good at it. He's good at it.
Always with love and kick.
Yes.
I know.
yes,
Listen,
yes.
musical directors are no joke.
No, he's actually just the director.
Oh, you're just a director.
He's the,
Oh,
not
so
just
you
the director. He is the director.
You
He's in charge
really-
of everyone.
can tell everybody what to do. out there.
Everybody.
Wow.
That should be fun.
He likes it.
Okay, so when is
Hi,
that?
Mom. Sorry, my mom just popped in.
She
What's
did?
your name?
Where is she?
I don't have my glasses
Donna
on.
Jack Wiley. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Donna Jack Wiley. She said, hi, family. Oh my goodness! Hi, Donna Jack.
Okay.
So we'll. I'm glad she's
Dana
here. That's
Graber.
wonderful.
Hi, Dana.
Dana Graber.
Hi,
We
Dana.
love Dana Graber, and she was on the show a few weeks ago. And we also teach together out in Morristown.
Okay.
Dana's out there. She's the. Oh my God, they love her. Everybody loves Miss Dana. Most of my students, really, the super talented students, they go to Miss Dana first, and then they come to me and Mr. Darius. So anyway. Okay, so now you guys are doing. You've done it. We'll come back to the Ain't Misbehaving again.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But okay, so now I did a little bit of research, just checking. So Yvette, you have done that show. Mm-hmm. You've done Ain't Misbehaving. You've done Smokey Joe's Cafe, mm-hmm. and that was also in Europe.
No, that was a cedar tour, one nighter around the country. We started out at Gateway for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we took a break, and then we went on the road for I think 5 or 6 months.
Wow,
off and on. Yeah,
that's an amazing. I love that show. And you played the BJ role.
BJ. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that'll tell you what her range is and what her style is, because that to me is the hardest role in the whole show.
We had to change a couple of keys.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw it on Broadway. I was like, "What the hell is happening?"
She's not normal. She's just that just doesn't.
That's
happen.
A whole other
yeah,
thing.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Peggy Bauman has joined us. Jamie Westbury. Oh my God,
Jamie! Hi, Jamie!
Oh my God, we're so glad you're here. We love Jamie.
Goodness.
Jamie was a little under the weather last week, and he has popped up again. I love it, Jamie. Thank God. When I see you, I'm gonna hug you very hard and kiss you on the face. Dana, just step aside. I love them both, but I have to kiss Jamie all over. Adorable. All right, so we're so glad you feel better, Jamie.
Yes.
All right, so you did Smokey Joe's Cafe, mm-hmm. and then Hello Dolly. Tell us about Hello Dolly. How cool is that?
One of my dream roles is to be Dolly.
Of course.
And
not me. That's not my dream.
And so Casey Cogan was my Edna in another show that I did, Hairspray, that I did in West Virginia. And he was we're doing Dolly, and I want you to come in. And I was like, absolutely. He knew he wanted me to be Motormouth, which is also in the same season, but the following show.
Motormouth being in
Hairspray, which I've done 6 times.
Have you really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. So they cast me as Ernestina Money, Dolly's understudy.
Okay.
And she never called out.
Damn it.
Because I was ready to go. I was ready to go.
No stomach flu?
Nothing.
Damn it.
Nothing. I was very upset. But I got to at least be in the space of it being.
You on the ensemble?
Close. Yeah, I was in the ensemble too.
Okay.
I had to for the parade dance. They made me a Viking.
Whoa.
I had a blonde braided wig. Girl,
Yvette, you got a picture of that.
I do not.
You don't have. Damn it! I would like to see.
Somebody might. It was terrible. I was like, "What
that's
is
not a look,
madness?"
Really.
But yeah, I was in the ensemble. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I was looking on your page too, and you did the Wiz, Eveline,
Glenda, and Aunt Em in the same show.
Wow.
And King Calida.
I don't know who that is.
King Calida is the Lions and Tigers and Bears.
Oh.
It's the Calidas in the Wiz, and I was also that in the ensemble part of that
which
too.
Brings me to when you do a show, sometimes you play a lot of different roles.
Well,
this one. Okay, but there are some shows that
you can,
but not in this one. It wasn't.
Yeah, this one.
So was that like a budget show? Is that what happened?
No, it was just our Dorothy left to do another show, so the woman who was playing Glenda got bumped up to Dorothy.
Okay,
and so then they wanted me to do Glenda as well. And I was like,
oh my God, what the hell?
So
but you did it.
I did it. I did it for the last half of the season, all 3 of them.
And how long was that run?
It went from June to October.
Too long.
June to October.
I left New York in April, and I stayed until October.
And where was that?
That was at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival.
Oh,
and that's where Unison and
that's what I want to talk about.
The next year I was gone almost 9 months.
Okay, so let's hold it right there. Because we want to come back to the Unison. Because before the show, we always like to talk a little bit. And so Kenny, now were you on any of these? Because you always support her as well. You've gone out to see a lot, and vice versa. You guys
come out to see me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while she was doing all this, what were you doing? Because you're always doing crying.
Because I wasn't here.
He
wasn't home either.
He is very sad when you're not. I have seen him Sansa and he is a little mopey. Right, Dana? Dana said you guys look gorgeous.
Oh,
Thank you.
Aren't they beautiful? And there's your mom again. I remember that, she said. I remember. All right, Leo. Oh my God, Leo Roriga. I call Leo my intern, my research intern. Look at how cute he is.
Oh, we found my website.
He just posted KennyGreen.com.
Thanks, Leo.
Thanks, Leo. Leo's such a
Good looking out.
That's it. So you can look Kenny up. So Kenny, fill us in on some of the stuff that you've done over the last couple of years.
Well, it's
Because you're always moving
done
and
Amos
shaking.
Behaven as well on stage as an actor, not
Oh,
as
yeah?
a musical director.
Okay.
I've gotten to play the Ken role and the Andre role, which is
Wow.
all depending
Andre
on
is the
weight.
Ajite.
When I was younger, I was Andre. Now I've discovered fried chicken and hamburgers, and I'm a Ken.
Someone has to. Sometimes you're an Andre. Sometimes you're a Ken.
But you know what you can't do? Go back to being an Andre.
Yeah. I always say it's like once a pickle, never a cucumber.
Yes.
Some things you cannot reverse. Right? You can't go back. Hey, that happens. I
It
mean,
happens. It's great.
Listen.
it's like when I was in Tony and Tina's wedding. I was so young then, and we were like the bridesmaids, and me and Susie Camp. Susie Camp. We were in that show together, so we were the bridesmaids, and all cute and all that, and got into those little red dresses with her, And now when you go on the road with that, it's like with the moms, the caterer's wife. It's like,
Yes.
the aunts. It's
You
like
graduate.
Yes. I call it elevate.
I was gonna say, but we evolve, right? That's what happens. If you stay in the business, eventually you're gonna
You have to
play
elevate.
different roles. I like that a lot. Who's Judith Clark? Is
That's
that,
my mommy.
what?
Hi, mommy.
Hi, Judith Clark.
Hi, Miss Judy.
Hi, oh, that's Miss Judy. Okay. Hi, Miss Judy. And your mom is Miss Donna?
She's Donna Jack.
She's Donna
Yeah, we
Jack.
call her
Oh, I
Donna.
That's
love
her name.
this.
Donna Jack.
That sounds like a movie,
It does, right?
right? Donna Jack, like I believe
A full-on thriller.
I love it. And where are your moms at? Where's your mom?
My mom is in Brooklyn.
She is?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
BK all day.
All right, Miss Judith. And how about your mom?
My mom's in California.
Donna Jack, where in California?
She's in Lemoore, California right now, but she's probably not at home. She's probably watching this on her iPad on the road somewhere.
What is she doing? Is she one of those? Is she laughing?
Not that face. Yes, she
Hello.
probably is.
Oh my God.
We know Donna.
Oh, I like Donna and Judith are saying hello to each other there.
Yeah, they know each other. They met. They
How
got to meet.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you're from California, Kenny?
I am born and raised.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. And you were born and raised in Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tamika, she's a Brooklyn girl. Tamika's a Brooklyn girl too. Were you a church girl?
No, not really.
Because Tamika was a church girl, but we flipped her over. I'm telling you. Tamika, she started up when she got to me and Darius. She was like this sweet little church girl. Forget it. She'd have seen this show. She had boas, wigs. She was going crazy, getting all sexy. She had the high shoes, and forget about her, right? Tamika, life hasn't been the same in Brooklyn since. Oh my God. So anyway, let me see. What's your mom saying there?
Say, hey, I'm home, fool. Okay.
I love it. She called you a fool. I love that.
Oh, my
Kia
God.
Nelson has joined us. She's in Philly. Hi, Kia. Irina, my friend Irina, she's a makeup artist. She has joined us. All right. So Kenny, you were doing. What are some of the things that you have done along the way? I know that you work in piano bars. You can tell us about that.
I've done that. I've worked in piano bars, but I moved here as an actor first.
First actor, not a musician?
Nope.
Wow.
I never wanted to be a musician.
Really?
Never
But you're
wanted
so good.
I appreciate that.
No, you are so
It's great.
good.
It's great. I mean, I'm thankful. But I did, for instance, I work at Marie's Crisis, and the story there is we lost a piano player, and my partner told our managers, I'd been working there for a year and a half at this point, and never told them.
As a singer?
As a singing waiter.
Right.
And never told them that I played the piano. And then we lost a piano player, and Adam went to them and was like, you guys know Kenny plays the piano, right?
Wow.
And the rest
It's
is
history. Because I know you're a great singer. I love your voice, but I know you as a piano player.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I found out recently that you also play the trumpet, which
do.
I love. It's like one of my favorite instruments. So did you play the trumpet first or the piano first? How did that happen?
It was kind of both at the same time.
Really?
Kind of both at the same time.
So you were in school.
I was in school, and I was like doing piano on my own.
How old were you?
I want to say like 4th grade, I think is
So
when
it's
my
like
mother
9.
bought me like a little organ to put
9
in
or
my
10.
room. Yeah, 9 or 10.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, got unplugged a lot. It was loud.
Thank you, Donna Jack.
My room was across the hall from theirs.
She's sassy, your mom, right?
Yes,
she's
My mother is
sassy.
that- We are the same person.
I love it.
Exact same
If she ever comes to New York, you have to bring her around.
I will. I
Oh my
will.
God. All right, so you play the piano for around at the same time.
Yeah, and then by 6th grade, I was playing the trumpet.
Wonderful.
And
Wow,
I
can you
stayed with
believe that?
through all. I played trumpet after high school. I played trumpet for Fresno
In
State.
6th grade, I was in the principal's office. That's what I was doing.
Girl, I was there too. I threw somebody's bike in the trash can and told them to leave me alone.
Did you go like that afterwards?
No,
No,
I didn't have my
right?
sassiness then.
Oh, no?
No, I lived on a military base.
Oh.
So I just threw
So
the-
wait, this is I love that. So you're from a military family?
I am, yeah.
This is really good because we're on Armed Radio,
Yes.
which is it started for armed forces, our wonderful armed forces people. So this this particular Armed Radio and all their wonderful shows go to all across the United States and also 60 other countries. And so 58% of that is in the United States, and then it goes to military bases. So that's always like such a great point. So tell me about that growing up as a military.
It was
kid.
interesting. My stepdad was in the Navy, and we lived in Kingsville, Texas. We lived in Jacksonville, Florida, and then finally we stopped and moved back home to California, in Lemoore, California.
Okay.
That's where I ended up going. We moved there 7th grade, I think. I was in 7th grade.
Okay, so you were kind of a well-behaved kid, right?
No,
No?
no.
I don't believe that, Kenny.
My mother's
I see a
watching. I'm not gonna
halo
say
over
yes.
there.
I was
No,
not
but
a
she'll
little
call
kid.
you out. Donna Jack will call you out. Oh, she says you're welcome. Oh, I love. We got to get her on the show. Donna Jack, if you're coming to town, you better call me. We are getting you on the show. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Michael Dion has joined
Look
us.
what my
Hi,
mom
Michael
said
Dion.
about you. She said
What'd
you
she
remind me of Brenda Vaccaro, Maria.
That is such a compliment. I got to tell you, Judith, I got to tell you something. I, growing up, loved Brenda Vaccaro. And, of course, she's Italian. I'm Italian, right? And just maybe a year ago, she came into a club that I work at, like out of the blue. She came in with this beautiful giant coat, and she still looks great. She's like, I'm going to say almost 70, because she's,
Well, she's older than 70.
is she?
Yeah, she is.
Well,
I think
she
she's
looks
older than
amazing, and
70.
she's still sexy as hell.
Yeah.
And she still has that voice.
Mhm.
And she was flanked by gorgeous gay men. And we were just having the time of our lives, and we really hit it off, and we just having so much fun talking Italian stuff. And then, don't you know, some weirdo out of the blue just had to come over and start like gawking at her. So she ended up leaving, but we just had a nice conversation. So thank you. What a compliment. I love Brenda Vaccaro. So that is a compliment, because I've gotten other things, and it's not always good. You know?
She came into Marie's one night.
Did she?
And I think me,
Were
Kenny
you
and I were
singing?
the only people, only people that knew. When she came down the stairs, I was like,
Right?
and I said, hi. She says, hi, I'm Brenda. Like I don't know.
Right.
I was like, hi, I'm Yvette. And so she hung out all night, and then she went to the club downtown where you were,
Yeah.
and was still partying. We always like, what are you still doing?
Oh,
She
so
says,
that was probably
I
the same
wasn't
night.
ready to go home.
She's really, we had so much fun.
She's awesome.
What a
She's
nice,
awesome.
nice person, and
She is
sexy
awesome.
still, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the thing about sexy or sass or any of that it doesn't, if you have it, you have it. You know, so sometimes you see it like, and not so much in younger people, because I think you cultivate that as you go.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the wonderful things about getting older.
You gotta
I'm gonna
give us
say-
something, Maria. Gotta give us
What?
something. We get old, we should get sexy. I don't-
Right. Well, no, you're much. Thank you. You're much younger than me. You guys are much younger than me. But I like some. We were doing. No, you are.
We'll talk about it when the camera's
Yeah.
off.
Okay. I'll talk about when we enjoy our delicious meal. But one of the things I love, I absolutely, and I'm not just saying this, I love about growing older, is that I own my stuff. Like, I am not making excuses for who I am anymore, or shying away from it. Like, I'll see pictures of myself, and I don't know if you guys do this when you're younger, and you're like, damn, I wish I had my confidence then. Because you know what I mean? Like, but you're like, but I didn't even know who the hell I was. Like, I was just trying to find my way in the world.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just so cool I like that. I like getting older. I'm one of those people that actually really likes it. So anyway, Dominic Pupa has joined us. Dominic Pupa I will look. Donna Jack's going to be on the show. Donna Jack, I'm not.
Oh, Lord.
I do not lie. Okay, you come.
Okay.
She comes to town, Katie. You tell me she's coming on the show.
I
All
have
right.
No choice.
I know that's Donna
It's
Jack.
happening.
We're in. Me and you, baby.
Dominic Cooper's
Dominic
talking about
Cooper.
my laugh.
Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, Dominic. Dominic, right before we started the show, I said, Yvette, I literally switched the mics, and I'll tell you why. Because one of my mics is super sensitive, and I said, Yvette, don't take this the wrong way. And it's not. It's just that Yvette can project. And then that laugh. And one of my mics is super sensitive, so I actually switched them. Because when I think of Yvette, I think of that big-ass laugh. Am I right? Which is so much fun. Yvette's laugh should be recorded in place of, yes,
in
I'm
the Smithsonian.
in the Smithsonian. It's a classic. Every time she laughs, I laugh for a solid minute. I know. It's true. It's the best. It's the best. So I think you're right. We should record Yvette's voice and all that stuff. So anyway, let's just go back to what we were talking about. So you, Kenny, you work in the bar, but you also work at the Marie's, right?
Kenny brought me in.
What night do you guys work together?
We don't.
What?
Honey, it's a bomb burger when people find out we're working together, and it happens twice a year.
Occasionally, Dana calls out and I take her shift.
Is that a Thursday night?
It's a Wednesday night.
A Wednesday.
I work with Adam on Thursday nights
Adam,
and Dan
okay.
Daly on Sundays.
So you're there Sundays
and Thursdays.
On Thursdays,
Yeah.
okay.
And so Kenny brought me to Marie's when we got off the road,
Okay.
and I'd never been before. And I was like, what is this magical place?
Yeah.
And so I fell down into the rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's what
and
you literally
yes,
fall
I
down
fell down in the rabbit
because
hole.
it's downstairs.
And then I needed a job 3 years after I was going in. I was already singing, and people already knew who I was. And I was like, well, it seems like a natural
people know who you are right away.
transition.
They hear you sing and they meet you, they'll know you.
Yeah. So 3 years ago, I started. I'm a singer waiter at Marie's Crisis.
Okay, cool.
And they were
When
so
I-
excited to tell me until they told me what day she'd be working.
Which is not your day.
Kenny, we're hiring Yvette.
Well, dude,
And I was like, yay! And they're like, she's working on Thursdays. I was like, oh, that's great.
can't have it all. It's kind of like you're gonna be the musical director.
You'll
for-
see her anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be the musical director on tour in Europe, but that's the good news. The bad news is you got to bring your own piano.
Yeah.
Damn, man, what's up with that shit?
Which we never used.
We never
get
Except
your
for
money
once
back?
at rehearsal. He didn't pay for anything. Except once in rehearsal to put in an understudy. That's the only time we ever saw that keyboard.
And we were in France.
Is that true?
Yep.
And we pulled the keyboard out and we plugged it in
And it didn't work.
What?
So we traveled with that keyboard for
No.
months. And it
Oh
never
man,
worked.
that's like carrying an X around, isn't it? It's like all that baggage. Oh my God, what the hell is that about? Jesus. All right.
Carrying an X around.
Okay.
Oh man.
So-
I live in this
So
state.
now, so Yvette, you also, I saw on your page that you also were, you also act in film and
Oh yeah,
tell me
I
about
did.
that. She was on Orange is the New Black.
Yes, I was.
You were so funny.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
you're so
Thank
funny.
You. Thank you.
That was classic Yvette. That snippet is classic. Dominic Krupa, go to her page. It's classic Yvette.
Oh my gosh. I went to the audition and I was like, okay, first of all, I don't go anywhere where there's the camera and no makeup on. So
Oh, they
I went
told
to
you
the
to come
audition
without-
and said, I was like, excuse me?
What they
No-
told you? Oh,
yes,
they told you to take it
no
off.
makeup.
Oh,
So
because
I
you're in
went-
jail, I guess.
Right. So
When you're
I
in
was
jail, no makeup in
like-
jail,
I
everybody.
was like, okay. So I did the sides and I was like, they're not gonna hire me. The next day I got it. I was like, shut up. So Jodie Foster was my director for that episode.
What?
And she came from behind this pole. They filmed it in a real prison, which is kind
Yeah,
of
I
creepy.
heard. Yeah, I
And
heard
they
it's
give
creepy.
you instructions. You can't run. You can't walk too fast. Don't make no sudden moves. I mean, seriously, this is like,
A
okay,
real prison?
it's a
I didn't know
men's
that.
prison.
Wait,
So,
so you're women dressed in orange,
right.
with no
And
makeup,
no makeup
in a men's prison.
in a men's prison.
Holy.
Right. So she comes from around the pole and my voice goes up 7 octaves. I'm like, hi, Miss Foster. I'm like, okay, you're an idiot. So,
Well, it's exciting.
so we did the rehearsal and I did the thing and I was there all day and it was kind of awesome. And
Yeah.
so it's season 2, episode 1, about 28 minutes in. Yes, I did count.
Of course you have to.
In case you don't want to see the whole episode and just get to me, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then like a few
Season
months,
2, episode 1,
Yeah.
28 minutes in.
that's it.
I love
And
that.
then about 7 months later, I booked a movie and I had lines and everything, but nobody told me that Gladys Knight was in the movie too.
What? That's your girl.
That's my godmother in my head.
Oh
And so
Oh,
we go to pull
that
it
is
for
the
me.
richest voice ever.
Ooh. So
Yeah,
she gets out of the
I'm
truck
with
to
ya.
go
I'm
to
with
the
ya.
set, and I don't think anybody saw her but me. And she stepped out, and I saw her side profile, and I was like, "That can't be." And I
Oh my
instantly
God.
started to cry.
Yes.
And I went over to her, and I said to her, "I said, you are the reason why I sing."
Oh my God. What did
And
she say?
she said, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "Because I don't know." And she hugged me, and I was like, "I can't." So rehearsal, she was talking to me, laughing with me. She kept touching me. I said, "If she touched me one more time, I'm going to die."
Oh my
So
God.
I got to spend 15 and a half hours with my godmother in my head.
Oh my God. You see?
Yes.
Put that out there sometimes.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. What a great story that
That's a great
is.
story.
Yeah.
That's it. So I got.
Oh my God. No, that's a really good story. Gladys Knight, I mean, since I was a kid, I've loved Gladys Knight. I also love her because she's not through the rafters high. It's like one of those voices that I can
It
actually
makes
sing.
you feel things all down,
Yes.
down low in your soul. Yes.
You know what? Did you ever hear her do? It's a slow version of "I Will Survive."
Yes.
She took it and she literally like. It's like whoa.
And he got to be with her on the road for a
what
year.
do you mean? What do you mean, Kenny? What the? I don't know.
My
about
first
this.
national tour was Smokey Joe's Cafe, and Gladys Knight was the star.
Oh my God.
And I was the dance captain and the understudy for all
The
guys.
dance captain.
Yeah, I was a dancer.
He can tap too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love tapping. Who doesn't love a tapper? I don't care what.
Non-tappers. Don't like tappers.
Well, all right. Hey, I'm a non-tapper. I appreciate it.
But she is probably still the kindest person in the world. But you know how people talk about like perfect pitch and hearing perfect pitch?
Yeah.
You never realize how amazing it is until you're in a show with somebody who actually has it.
And how do you know if someone has perfect pitch? Just because
You just, I don't
How you know? You just
I don't know. You
You
just kind
just-
of know. And we found out because we were teching the show before. I think we were in.
so she could like know something
She can hear
before
it.
you.
She can
She
hear it.
hears it before you can play
We
it.
were singing, and I mean, the cast is a cast of 10, and we're singing In the Neighborhood, which is the first song of the show, I think. We're all on stage, and she literally stopped. She's like, "Hold on, it's you. It's supposed to be an A flat." And it
Oh,
was like walking
no.
to the stage, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Is that
And
true?
Yeah.
I guarantee you that piano player, our musical director, hit that A flat, and that was the note that was missing.
Yes.
Really?
She can hear that. She can hear
Wow,
that.
that's really impressive.
That's a gift.
That makes you love her even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was not. You said she was nice.
The
huh?
nicest person in the
She
world to be a
was.
superstar. Every Sunday, no matter what city we were in, well,
Yeah.
first of all, because she was a star, it's the first national tour I was on that we flew everywhere.
Oh, okay.
There was no
okay.
bus control.
Oh, good. Well,
So I was
good.
like, this is lovely. This is the last time this will ever happen. And
Wow.
every Sunday we had a family dinner. Like
Really?
everybody in the cast, we get together and we eat dinner together on Sunday.
He
Oh,
told me
that's
stories
nice.
like they would go out on Saturday night, like, y'all know we gotta go to Miss Night. We gotta go.
Or you know, Miss G. So
We gotta go.
We got a show.
No
we got
matter
dinner.
what.
Y'all better get out this club at 2:00.
I love
Because you're
that.
going to dinner.
She kept you in line
Yeah.
without. All right, how
Well, you also
cool.
didn't want to mess up the show.
Yeah.
Didn't want to mess up the show.
But that's great. So she was on it for a whole year, huh?
Yeah, almost a year. It was all 2001.
Wow.
Mhm.
I wish I'd seen that. All right, so Michael Klein says, hi, Maria. Hi, Michael Klein. How are you? So, listen, feel free. I tell people all the time, feel free to share the show. Richard Portis has joined us. He is my musical director, Lynn Portis. She has been my musical director for 25 years. That's her dad. Hi, Richard Portis. Dominic Pupa, you joined again. Wait a minute. You were already on. What did you do? You popped off and popped back on. You see, he's just Dominic Pupa. Did you know that he is a Cher aficionado?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you look on his page, he knows all things Cher.
Okay.
All right, so listen, I'm going to segue into our food. So, as you know, I cook for my guests here on What's the Story with Maria for every show, and I always have to ask them, my question is, do you have any dietary restrictions? And I usually ask one first. And I usually ask the girls first because I find that girls have usually more than guys usually are like pretty easygoing. But girls usually, but Yvette was like, nope. Kenny, nope, go ahead, bring it. And I think you said something, you didn't like eggs,
Yeah, no.
right? And Yvette, did you say anything?
No fried food.
No fried food, right? Because, that's good with me too, because I eat tons of it. And the other night I was leaving mess hall, and Judy called me. She's like, "Bring something home," and it was like 3 a.m. and I'm like, "Shit, what am I gonna get?" And I passed the Popeyes, bang. I was in Popeyes, $31.99 later. I mean, that's for me and Judy.
It's expensive.
But because I got the 12 B's.
It's good. It's good.
So good. I got the mashed potatoes.
Oh, so
But-
good.
Last 3 days.
So no, it did last us 3 days.
It does.
I love it. So no fried foods tonight and no egg. However, this is what I made. Hi, Julie Gus Schneider. She's joined us. Ken Stewart. I made, and it's in the crock pot now. I made beef stew with potatoes, peas, carrots, and onion, and that is on a long grain rice. Delicious long grain rice. So that is just our display plate. The others in the crock pot as we speak.
Beef stew is my favorite.
Is that true?
Yes, it is. When you said beef stew, I almost fell off my couch.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me that, Yvette.
I was waiting to
Don't
get
think.
here.
Don't think.
I was waiting. I was like, oh,
Is
she
that
made
true?
beef stew.
I can't believe it. It just came to me. Judy had some delicious beef the other day that she was going to cook up, and I was leaving. And then I said, I wish I could have some of that. So I stopped in Jersey at the Acme, and I bought beef stew meat. And I love crock pots, but I haven't used my crock pot much this year. So I'm so glad that, I hope you like my beef stew. Let me tell you what I put. I don't give away recipes because I feel like then I have to kill you if I give away. But the secret ingredient in this one is I put a little maple in there. That's all I'm going to say. I know it sounds crazy, but you'll see. All right, and also this is our salad. So our salad is delicious not red leaf. I have green leaf lettuce tonight. You can't have romaine for a few weeks, folks. I don't know if you know that.
People are
There's a
dying.
romaine scare out there. So, but I'm not touching the romaine. So we got green leaf lettuce, red peppers, and cucumbers. And I'm going to put a delicious pear-infused vinegar with this and a nice Italian olive oil. Just beautiful. Extra. That's it.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. Thank you. And stick with the Italians. You'll always eat good. And for dessert, we have Girl Scout cookies.
Hallelujah.
I know, because we just did, Mr. Darius and I did our big class shows this week, and the parents came, and my friend Elizabeth Fenton, whose daughter Grace I have in class, they're just both great. Mother and daughter are great. And she brought us Girl Scout cookies. So
those are the devil.
They kind of are. No, if it was the Samoas, they'd be the devil. Am I right?
Yeah.
With peanut butter.
Peanut butter they call them tagalongs. The peanut butter, and these are just like kind of short.
The plain ones are the best
the
ones.
shortbread.
The shortbread.
Shortbread.
Mm.
Okay, so that's what we're having
Yeah.
tonight. Yvette, I cannot believe that beef stew is
It's my favorite.
what?
It's my absolute favorite stew in a
Well,
pot.
thank you, Jesus, because
He spoke to you.
He did. Well, he speaks to me every day. I mean, honestly, I really do. I think about it all the time. Sometimes I'm just walking down the street, anyway, if I could just tell you what Jesus tells me. Sometimes he sees people and he says, stop talking. Stop your noise. Basically, what Jesus says is, stop your noise. Oh my God. Or what Jesus says to me is, tell that guy, I never said that. So he is misinformed. Anyway, oh my God. Oh yeah, no, it drives me crazy when people misuse, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, come on.
Yes.
This is basically, and then I'll get off the subject. Basically, the word of Jesus is love thy neighbor as thyself, turn the other cheek, don't judge unless you want to be judged. Jesus was a cool guy. Oh, big-hearted, wonderful person, okay? So let's stop misusing those beautiful words to suit your agenda. That's all I'm going to say. All right, that's it. Did I cover it? Okay,
Yes, you
good.
got it.
All right, Donna Jack, Maria, I'm going to cook for you when Donna Jack and I are already friends. You see what's happening? Kenny? Donna Jack, I love you already. She says, yummy. Listen, here's what's going to happen. You're going to come to town. You're going to let me know. We're going to get you on the show, but you could cook for me too. Maybe that night.
Can you come up in my house and cook for me?
I love this. He would not say crock. What do you mean crock pot, Richard? Oh, I don't know. Okay, crock. Now we're talking Jesus. We'll have to talk Jesus off camera, Richard. As we often do. Oh yeah, you're right. He probably wouldn't say crock of. You're right. Jesus would not say that. He would use another word. I'm sure you're right. Okay, Rena Quignali. Hello, I can't tell you what Jesus tells me. I'm like, oh, Rena, I know. We're in the same family. I know. And Rena is like the person in our family that like is the, if the family had a secretary, it would be Rena. Like she takes care of everything. I'm sure, because we both talk to Jesus every day. Like, Julie Angelina has joined us. She's in Australia. Julie, I was talking about you last night because she Facebook Lived last week, and then she goes to her backyard and there are kangaroo.
Yeah.
I mean, like actual kangaroo in her backyard jumping around.
I got a kangaroo story.
You do?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, we got to hear that. Oh my God. Paul Lucas, you joined us. All right. Go ahead. Tell us the kangaroo story. You're listening, Julie Angelina? Go ahead.
I was in Australia doing the show way back when I first started. So we were driving around trying to find kangaroos because I'm in Australia. Let's find some kangaroos. So there was a field of them in this. It was like a soccer field or something. And I didn't know kangaroos were that big. He was huge and he had all the little smaller ones around him. So we all get off the bus. We're taking pictures. And I feel like the big one was sending out a signal like, get him. Because they started, there was like a clubhouse on this side and like some kind of other structure on the other side. And they started hopping around the structures.
No.
Right? Like they were going to flank us.
And
I was like, wait a minute, they trying to. So I got on the bus.
They were like a gang of kangaroos.
Yes, a gang of kangaroos. What? Listen, I get attacked by gays and kangaroos. This is my the bus driver wasn't the.
You need some mace.
Listen, honey,
baby, you need some mace.
And so the van driver wasn't in the van, so I'm screaming, "Open the door! Open the door!" And they literally started coming to. And some of my cast members are still out
hopping
there
around,
taking shots. I was like, "Open the door!" Yeah, we got flanked by kangaroos.
Oh my God! Well, because they had babies, so they were protecting
I don't.
babies.
Yeah, because we were all out there, like talking and loud and stuff. And then he was like, he turned his head, and some kind of signal came from him, and then they started moving. And I was like, I'm getting on the bus, y'all.
Oh my God!
I'm getting on the bus.
Yeah, so probably like one kangaroo said to the other.
Yeah.
Let's
go. Yeah,
That's it.
I was like, I'm on the bus.
Did they have knives or
I don't know. I don't know what was in. I don't know what was in the pouch.
Oh, you know why? Because in Australia they have very strict gun laws, and that's probably why I had to go there. I had to.
That's my kangaroo story. So
I
no longer like kangaroos.
I do not have a kangaroo story, but I was just shocked. I was watching Angelina's Facebook live feed, and she literally went out there and with her camera, and I was like, "What the?"
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So what a cool story. You have a kangaroo story.
I have a kangaroo story.
Kenny, you do not, right?
No.
Me neither. Listen, I got some homeless people stories, and I got some drunk people stories. You know what I mean?
Oh, a plethora of those.
Oh my
kangaroo
God.
stories?
Yeah, not so much. Yeah. Well, because we work in bars, we were singers, we work in nightclubs, and some of the stuff that happens, like sometimes you got to throw. I'm usually the bad cop. I have to play bad cop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's like they always want to beat up on guys, but if a woman walks in, usually, and I'm shorter than them, and it's like a mommy thing, they usually won't beat me up.
It is such a treat when a woman does it, because I like to call them the enforcer. Like, sick her.
Listen, you can call me anytime to enforce anything. I actually love confrontation. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, people, you too? Yeah. People, Livette, I wouldn't mess with you. I mean, I know you love me, so that's a good thing. But let me tell you, if somebody, pissed you off, I would get that. I really would be like, go girl, it's all you.
People like to pop popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get my popcorn ready. Yvette's mad.
Oh, no.
There are people yelling. You got a microwave?
Yeah.
Just let her go.
Oh, I love it. And no matter where I am, if something's happening, I'm the one in there. I got this. Even on the train, I take it upon myself to do the coping. Like, I don't say a word, but I'll stand there like this.
Mm-hmm.
And look around. Just so, because I don't know. I hate when people will hijack a situation and make everybody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. You know what? We don't have enough time for this.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get where we're going. And so usually, I'm not about that at all. So, all right. So now let's get to what you guys are doing now. So what's in the future happening in the over the summer, in the next few months? Who wants to go first?
He's doing something before I am.
All right. Go ahead.
July 1st, I leave to direct the play by Susan Laurie Parks, Top Dog Underdog in Colorado.
Wow.
So I'll be there doing that.
And what's the name of that theater?
It's the Lake Dillon Theater
Okay.
in Silverthorne, Colorado.
All right, we have a lot of Colorado listeners.
Hi, Colorado listeners.
So
come see the show.
we're going to save this video afterwards, and then people watch it. And when is that? The dates again?
It opens July 13th.
Okay,
I
great.
do not know when it ends because after it opens, they send me away.
Send you away?
Up
the river?
No.
When an Italian hears, they send you away.
No,
That's up the
girl.
river.
No,
All right.
girl. No.
Just home.
Okay. All right.
Just going home.
Okay. All right. And then what are you doing? Go ahead.
And then after that is when we start rehearsal. I come back home in time to start rehearsal for Ain't Misbehaving.
So it's like a full circle thing with the Ain't Misbehaving again, right?
Yeah.
Now you have a dream cast. Tell us about that dream cast.
My dream cast.
Because you are so happy about this.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I'm happy with everybody.
Yes, I know. You're a good guy like that.
And everybody was wonderful. And it was really, like, this particular audition process was really difficult. Everybody who walked in, I was like, oh, man. I can't do like 6 Ain't Misbehaving. Everybody, I have to just have these 5. It's crazy. But I've got Yvette Clark.
Yes.
I've got LaDonna Burns.
Oh my God. Yvette and LaDonna in the same cast? What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Finally.
gonna be fine.
Finally.
and where is that? That's upstate, right?
Yes, it's at the Depot Theater in Westport, New York.
Okay. All right. So pay attention to that. If you're up in that area, and a lot of my Massachusetts friends, I think that might be a place that emerges where it's closer to you.
Yeah.
Do not miss Ain't Misbehaving. I mean, and you can follow both of these wonderful people, and you can see when that's happening. And I'll also, if you guys want to post stuff on my wall, then I'll post it on the What's the Story with Maria wall as well. Michael Sawyer has joined us. Ike Avelli. Hi, Ike. How are you, sweetheart? Okay, let me see. Oh, the confrontation. Richard is laughing about the confrontation. Don't deserve me a sec. Don't worry, Richard. If I cook for you, it'll be really good stuff. You see how that goes down. Now they're all jealous. David Raleigh. You know David
Oh,
Raleigh?
yes, I do. I went to see his show the other night.
He's adorable. You can put him in your pocket.
I know, right?
Oh, my God. David is so
I hope
cute.
you're feeling well, hon.
Stolio on the rocks. You see how I remember my cousin? Am I right, David?
Yep.
Stolio on the rocks. He usually takes out that little straw. He's so cute.
Yeah.
And so talented. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
It was a great show.
And David, I loved your Christy Cates. We got a shout out to Christy Cates because she started Old Headshot Day.
And it was amazing.
Our
so
friend
much
Christy
fun.
Cates started that, which is now a national and international phenomenon.
It's, watching so many people's old headshots it's been
Oh
kinda
my
cool.
God! Did you see David Raleigh's?
No, I didn't get to
Oh
see
my
it.
God, he's beautiful. You don't even know. I mean, he's beautiful now, but he was like a little nugget. Like a little nugget, just a delicious little nugget. So look at how cute he is, a little heart there. All right, so let me see. What have we not covered? Because sometimes what happens is the show ends and I'm like, oh, I want to talk about the Unison.
Yes.
Please talk about this. This is a story she told before the show that just beautiful. Go ahead.
My second year at Oregon Shakespeare Festival, I have to say honored and blessed to be a part of this project. It was a world premiere of a show called Unison, and it's the combination of the group Universes and August Wilson's last name. And so that's what Unison came from.
Oh, okay.
And so Universes is Mildred Ruiz Sapp, her husband Steve Sapp, and her brother Ninja. They are the most amazing writers I've ever heard in my life. They're based out of the Bronx.
Oh, really?
They live in Ashland, Oregon now. They travel the world and do fantastic things. But this was a opportunity that literally fell into their laps. They got to go to, they met August Wilson's wife and got to go to his house and go through his box of poetry, literally, that he'd never published, on backs of napkins, programs, slips of paper. And she let them take what they wanted. And then they created the show around it.
Wow.
And so my character was Mama/Terror number 6, and it was based on the poet and his apprentice, and we were the terrors of his life.
The terrors?
Yeah, the things that you have to face before you pass on. And so it was incredible.
Yvette.
It was incredible. Yeah.
And you said that really like woke you up or
Stirred because
something up in you, right?
Because I'm a singer, I always have that to fall back on. And I didn't sing anything really until the final song, which my song was a cappella. I had no music. I was like, wonderful. So it was like a lullaby to my son. And so I never had spoken poetry out loud. I never did verse. I'd never done any of that. And so, you know, the rehearsal process, we were on the ground floor of it, and we got to create things together. And Robert O'Hara is a fantastic director, and Byron Easley is a wonderful choreographer.
And how did you meet up with them at that?
Robert O'Hara directed The Wiz the year before.
All right.
And Universals was in town, and they saw The Wiz, of course, because they lived there. And when OSF commissioned them to do it, they knew that they wanted me to be Mama. So I auditioned for them while I was still there, because when I saw that was the show the next season, I said, well, I guess I'm coming back to Oregon next year.
Wow.
And it happened, and I got to do the show for 6 months, and it was
6 months.
Yeah.
That
It was
must have been
just
life-changing,
amazing.
right?
It is.
Like,
it is life-changing.
when you do something like that, that's that powerful,
Yeah.
and I mean, to actually read his stuff and be
no one's ever heard it before.
Right.
Not some of the stuff she didn't even know. His wife had never seen. And so we got to
Did
say
you get
those
to meet
words.
her?
Yes, she came. She was part of the process.
What was she like?
She was wonderful. She was very cautious and careful, because this is a lot of personal things. And it's the poetry is nothing like the plays he's written. So it's a completely different man that we were getting to see.
Yeah, I love August Wilson. Seven
and
Guitars is my favorite.
He's my Shakespeare. And
yeah, well, he actually is.
Yeah, he is.
He would be a modern day
Yes,
Shakespeare.
he would be. And so these are things that dealt with pain and death and blood and murder and forgiveness and redemption. It was insane. So we did a reading in New York the November before the season started. And then we went out. I left in February to go start rehearsals. And yeah. Wow. And I was in my first Shakespeare play last year too.
You were?
I didn't get to say any words.
Listen,
because it was an 80s theme, and I knew I was there for the songs.
An 80s theme. I love it. The Shakespeare 80s theme?
She used me for the songs. Mildred Ruiz Sapp and I were partners in crime.
Oh, wow.
And so that was our second show, because it's a repertory theater.
Oh, cool.
And so, yeah, we were the musical entertainment.
Oh, I love that.
Part of the musical entertainment.
All right. So, yeah, I'm so glad we talked about that, because I was very moved by that story when you told it. And August Wilson, how can you not love August
And Kenny
Wilson?
got to come see it. He came out and saw it.
Kenny, you went out to see your friend all the way out there.
Yes, he did.
We do that for you.
I know, but that's really sweet. You guys are love each other. I love it. I love your friendship. It's really.
And then he came the last week so that we could do my birthday trip to San Francisco.
When's your birthday?
Well, that was last year. My birthday's November 6th.
Okay.
So when he came, I was like, Kenny, we've got to go to San Francisco. That's my first time ever going. And we had
You're a Scorpio then?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
What?
And the way she planned this trip,
Like Scorpio.
I was like, and she's done this before for her birthday, but she's like, so you're gonna come see the show, and then we're gonna go to San Francisco. And she got a little overzealous about it at one point. She was so we'll rent a car and we'll just drive from Oregon. So I was like, no, girl.
So we flew.
We're not driving from Oregon.
That's a long way.
And then he took me over the Golden Gate Bridge, because that's one of the things I wanted to do.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
So there's a video of me like on my page, like screaming out the window, "We're going over the bridge!" So it's like,
oh my God.
I'm a simple girl.
Yes, absolutely.
Small things make me happy.
But it's true. Why not? That's Michael Plosky has joined us.
Hi, Michael.
Michael's been on the show. He's an amazing designer and does a million things. Okay, so you let me see. We're getting close to towards the end of our show.
That did go by fast.
It does go by fast. We got a couple minutes. So, Kenny, what do you want to leave people? I always tell people, what do you want to leave people with? Someone coming to New York, maybe for the first time, or people out there that are listening. Hi, Gina Sabino. Gina Sabino is my cousin. When she comes on, we clap. Gina Sabino is here. Hi, Gina. Gina, you have to go back and watch the show. It's really great. You will love it. Gina's amazing. She's a hairdresser, and she and her sister have a hair salon. Joyce's Unisex Salon, 132 Ferry Street, Everett, Massachusetts. Go see those girls. Yeah. So what would you tell people, Kenny? Now, you came here as an actor. What would you tell people?
I would say for anybody who wants to come here and do the arts, don't limit yourself. Somebody else's Broadway dream is not your Broadway dream. And most importantly, I would say the name of the game is to be a working artist. Broadway may be the penultimate goal for some people, but to go out there and do theater, these regional theaters are fantastic and amazing. Just because you're not working on Broadway, and I say this because the Tony nominations came out today, just because you're not working on Broadway doesn't mean you're not doing the damn thing.
Absolutely.
Period.
Yes. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. What do you want to leave people with?
Well, I'm fortunate to have been born in New York City.
Okay.
And the people that I met across my path of my very short career, I started very late. I always say New Yorkers are born everywhere. And when you come here and you
love that.
and you get down into the grit of the thing of being here, it's so brave to me. So what I want to say to the young people is the first thing you have to find out is to know your worth. Don't let anybody make you do things that are uncomfortable for you.
Wow.
Things that are not what you feel are in your spirit. Always follow your first mind, and people will respect you more. You may not work as much as you want in the beginning, but you will always be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I did everything I had to do to get where I had to be in my own time.
Absolutely.
Know your worth.
Know your worth. You both gave amazing advice. And, we were talking about this earlier, like just, you have to take the actions, like do what you have to do. Set yourself up to be open, be ready.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's really, we talked about this, it's in God's time.
Yeah.
We're all fans of God. Whatever your God is, that's good for you. Some people believe in the universe. We happen to be on the same page about we believe in God. So God has plans for us. God has big plans for us. And just know that, but you have to do the work. Can't sit around at home and say, where's my God now? Or how come I don't have this? Or how come so-and-so has that and I don't have that? Yeah. How come you have just slipped so far away from your worth? So Jimmy, how much time we have?
A minute.
A minute. Okay. So we're going to wind it up. So we want to leave you with that just take the actions and be ready for the greater plan. And just, you're going to meet amazing people on your journey. These are two people that I had the pleasure of meeting, and I love them so much. Kenny and Yvette, I love you guys. We're going to eat now. We're having beef stew.
Yes.
And
let's wrap this up.
Yeah. That's oh my God. I like your style of that. All right, so that's where we're going to go. Lynn Portis has just joined us. She's my musical director. Lynn, your dad's been on. He had beat you to it. So Richard Portis, I love you, honey. Leo Rodriguez, Gina Savino, everybody. Donna Jack. I met Donna Jack tonight. I met Miss Judith Clark. Love you guys. We hope you come and visit us. We're here at What's the Story with Maria? Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. on armdigitalmedia.com. You can listen on your computer or you can watch us live on Facebook. And we will be here. Please come back. We love you and we appreciate you so very much. God bless you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.